Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ickowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Daniela, good morning. Thanks for holding.
Hi.
What's going on?
Okay, so I need some advice. I've been dating this guy for a couple months, and he's a car salesman. Like, we actually met when he was selling me my car. Anyway, he's got this awesome personality, and I really like him. But there's this thing that has started bugging me, which is that the dude is always in sales mode. It's like he can't turn it off. Like, we'll be on a date, just chilling, and all of a sudden he's giving his business card to the manager, the waiter, the people sitting next to us. And it's like, bro, can we just eat our food? Like, he has this motto, like, always be selling. And, like, I love that he's driven, and it's cute when he's in that mode, but, like, also he needs to turn it off. And I don't know, like, do I remind him we're not on a sales floor? Like, how do I get him to, like, have some separation there? Like, I don't know what to do.
Have you brought it up to him? Have you been like, hey, babe, like, love ya, but why do you always have to be trying to sell a car when we're out and about? Have you even brought that up to him yet?
I haven't, because I wasn't sure how, like, I don't want to hurt his feelings, and, like, I love that he's driven, but, like, it is annoying. Like, so I don't know how to say it without, like, hurting him.
I can see that being annoying, but I feel like you're looking at this all wrong. Like, there's so many people who are dating someone who doesn't have a job, or like loser. And you said, I love that he's driven, and he probably knows what he's in is a really competitive business, and he's like always on his hustle. I do think, like Peyton said, a little communication may help him focus on, you know, you could say, I feel like it somewhat becomes of a distraction to, like, us bonding and to us getting to know each other more and to, you know, connecting and stuff like that. But also, it's like someone like that who is like a salesperson and doesn't turn it off is probably going to be a pretty successful salesperson. So it's like you don't want to also squash their strength.
And I know people like that, that eventually, as they mature, they become like, there's a guy I know who lives on my street, and he was like that, and he is the most incredible guy. Like, you just enjoy spending time. They've sold you so much that you just love hanging out with them. And I don't like hanging out with anybody.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
I'm like, man,
That's
this guy's
surprising.
so nice. This is unbelievable. But they're driven, like Kyle said, like you said, they're driven. And maybe you're like, hey, can we just turn off the sales part for a little bit? And he's like, babe, we've been together 6 months. That's 0% financing. Do you know how much money I'd save you?
I think you got to pick your moments. Let him do his thing, but if there's something that you really want, hey, I know you're in sales mode. I know you're on your hustle, but tonight, let's just talk. Let's just you and me to have dinner and talk and turn it off.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the time, I wonder how many clients he's gotten out of it. Probably plenty from being on his game.
My father-in-law was that guy. He passed out his business card to everybody.
Sure.
Started out, that way you could sell one car, you know, and then they tell a friend, and it goes. And plus, these car guys, as they work their way up the chain, they start to make so much money. They work their asses off, though. They work, 18 hours a day. But at some point, you get to chill out.
That's my dad. My dad I grew up in a car dealership. My dad sold cars my entire life. And it wasn't until I got into like high school where he was like, oh, I think I want to just do basketball coaching. So now he sells cars when people that he knows wants to buy a car from him. But other times he's a basketball coach. And yeah, so now he's just chilling.
How long you guys been together, Daniela?
Like 3 months.
How's he look under the hood?
She's like,
He
oh
looks
gosh.
good. I've kicked the tires, you know.
He obviously was a good sales guy because he sold you a car and he sold you as your boyfriend.
Yeah, he did.
He's good
Okay,
at
so
it.
maybe I just need to, like, talk to him just and, like make it a sometimes thing. Like,
You're not like the losers I normally date.
Right.
You have a job and you're driven.
Maybe
You read all these motivational books. You're making money. It's like you're never happy.
this room, we all respect the hustle, right? Like
Yeah.
people that
Yeah.
hustle, we love that.
But we also love communication, and I feel like there's a mixture of both of those that you just got to talk to your man about.
What you should do is have you talk to his finance director. I'm going to have you talk to my finance manager now whenever you have issues about, like, you know how they always hand you off to somebody else? They just hand you off. All right, Daniela, good luck to you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Must have on the beat, ho.
Oh, no. I was screening calls. Oh, what a bummer.
What had happened?
Sandra called, and she started telling me her story, and I said, you know what, just I'm going to patch you through. And I must not, maybe this is her. Hold on a second. Hello, good morning, John, Jane, Rich.
What's happening, John, Jay, and Rich?
Is this Sandra?
This is Sandra.
Oh, good. I was just telling how I was talking to you, and I got disconnected. I don't think I put you on hold properly, but thanks for calling back.
Yeah, for sure.
What's going on?
So how does this work? Am I on air?
You're on the air right now. Right now, you're on the air. You got Kyle, Peyton,
What's
Rich, and me.
going on?
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
How's the day?
Good. So what's up?
So a little backstory. My husband, we live in Colorado Springs, and we booked a little trip out to Arizona for spring training. We'll be there tomorrow. And ever since we booked this trip, which, guys, it's probably been like 3 weeks, every day my husband has been like, did you call John, Jay, and Rich? We got to call John, Jay, and Rich. We got to see what they say, you know, what's cool in the area. What are we going to do? Where are we going to eat? Where are we going to go? And every day I'm like, hey, I didn't call John, Jay, and Rich. I didn't make the call. I'm sorry. So this afternoon or this morning he texted me. He's like, so by the way, it's no longer John, Jay, and Rich, guys. It's JJ and R. So he texted me and he goes, babe, did you call JJ and R? And I was like, please don't say JJ and R one more time. Don't do it. So did he make that up, or is that his own nickname for you guys, or?
It's a nickname that's kind of evolved a lot when people are texting
Okay.
or in the building and stuff, right? Like we have stuff.
I was quite certain.
In fact, I said to Rich the other day, I said we should start a whole thing of podcasts and call it, you know, all under the JJR umbrella.
Well, yeah, remember we used to have JJR BTS?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of just been a thing.
But what's confusing is John Jay's only.
I felt like I should have said that he missed a couple names in there. Like, we need to add in everyone's. JJ and R and everyone else that's there. So, yeah.
But now, what did he want you to know about Arizona?
Yeah, so here's the deal. We're calling. So we travel often. And when we do the travels, we look up the travel vlogs and the YouTube videos. And you guys, like, for the life of us, we start a shared note, all the fun things we want to do. We can't find anything outside of, like, hey, there's a zoo, and maybe you should check out the botanical gardens. Like, it just kind of feels like a boring place. And I'm like, that can't be the case. There's got to be some fun stuff. So we're Airbnb, and I reach out to my Airbnb guy, and I'm like, hey, you know, we're doing the Googling, we're looking for some fun things to do. And he says to me, yeah, Google's a good tool for that. Well,
Oh my gosh. What kind of fun things do you like to do? Because I feel like there's a lot
There's
to do.
so much stuff to do here.
Are you guys into like going out drinking at the bars, or you want like fun activity type things? Because there's like all kinds of. Well, I was gonna say Bam Kazam. I was gonna say Bam Kazam because if you go over there, there's also like Pop Stroke, and then like
Oh yeah.
the other golf one, the big golf one with the tower thing that I can't think of right now. Top Golf, and then there's like
Woods thing.
Mavericks, and like that's just all kind of over in depending on. I was thinking Salt River Fields,
That's
but
one-
depending on
one
what area
intersection.
you're in.
so we're staying near Sloan Parks in Mesa, but we're not.
Mistake number one.
Yeah. It's no wonder you can't find anything to do.
Everything's so close, though. You can get anywhere in like a half hour.
You want to hit up that Joanne Fabrics before it closes?
Well, I'm a Cubs fan, so I was like, we need to stay close to the Cubs. But my husband's a Giants fan, so we're going to be over there. That's Scottsdale Stadium, right?
Are you guys active? Do you guys like to do stuff outside?
I mean, I don't want to sweat a lot.
Okay, well, look, you can hike Camelback. There's 2 different ways to go. There's Echo Side, there's Choya Side. The Choya Side is a little bit easier than Echo Side. That's beautiful. The weather should be beautiful when you're here. That's a fun thing to do. You don't have to go all the way to the top, but when you get to the top, it's pretty euphoric. It's amazing. You've got all the spring training games. Like, what about going to? I think Scottsdale Quarter is a really nice outdoor mall to walk around when the weather's nice.
Food's good.
I like to shop.
There's if you want some serious like good steak, there's like Steak 44 and Dominic's is really good, 2 restaurants. There's a new hotel that opened up called the Global Ambassador, and that's got some great restaurants in there, and it's got an amazing view on the 4th floor. You can see the whole city. It's just this is a beautiful. How about what? How about what?
Tacos?
There's
all day, every
there's
day.
Uno's Tacos. There's what?
Okay.
Are you writing this down, or just listen to the podcast later?
What?
I say, are you writing this down, or are you going to listen to the podcast later where it's all in it? There's also a place
I'm
called
taking it all right into my brain.
La Frontera is a great place
Taco
on 16th
Boys.
Street downtown. That's great. Yes, Grant.
Also, there's a cute little spot in East Mesa where they're making quesadillas tonight called Grant and Kate's Apartment. So if you guys want to swing by, I'm making quesadillas. They're going to be very white quesadillas.
I live for a quesadilla.
Yes, I think the best way to enjoy Arizona, especially with how beautiful, I mean, it's a little cloudy today, but like with how beautiful the weather usually is, go crack yourself open a beer, lay out by the pool, and just enjoy like how gorgeous it is.
That's our Airbnb does have a pool, but I also remember being bamboozled by the Airbnb, so we'll figure that out when we get there. We may be homeless.
Oh, no.
All right.
It's an adventure.
Well,
thanks so much, JJ and R. I will be sure to with my husband.
All right.
And you guys have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Meanwhile, by the way, we need a contestant. We're going to play a game. We need 877-937-1047. We need a contestant for Remember the Time. But while we get a contestant, Kyle, how did Peyton save your TikTok?
This is wild. So every once in a while, Peyton has great ideas of TikToks that we should recreate and do ourselves. She'll text them to me. And the other day she texted me. She's like, we should do this TikTok tomorrow. And now that I think of it, I don't think I ever texted you back about that. But it was a great idea because there was chaos afterwards. So I clicked on the link, which then takes me to my TikTok, except for my TikTok, which is always logged in, was logged out. And I'm like, that's weird. So I go in and I try to like put the password in, and for some reason it didn't work. And it was like, I can send a reset link to this email. It wasn't my email. And I was like, excuse me? And so I tried again, and then all of a sudden my password works. Thank God. I get in. This person had changed everything, all of the security stuff to whatever their email, the only thing they hadn't gotten to change yet was the password, which was why, thank God I got let in that time. I changed the phone number back. I changed whatever, and then I changed it to the 2-step authentication or whatever. So I think Peyton literally saved my TikTok without even knowing it. Because I think if I was like 5 minutes later, they would have changed the password and I would never be able to get in my TikTok again.
I wonder if what they're trying to accomplish.
I don't know, because it's not like I have 5,000 followers. Like, I never use my TikTok, really. It's not really like an account I think anyone would want to steal. But like they were attempting to, obviously. Dang. It was just like, it felt like such a violation.
Yeah.
But then I was like, thank God you texted me that at the exact time that you texted me. Because if I didn't log in, I wouldn't know anything weird was happening.
Didn't somebody try to break into your Facebook, Peyton?
Yeah, actually, I was just telling Grant about this the other day. I went to go log into my Facebook the other day, and it wouldn't let me log in, and I thought my phone was just tripping. So then I tried it the next morning, and my password worked. I got to go in, but it said someone from Cambodia was trying to log into my account, and the reason that they blocked it is because I had my 2-step verification on.
What?
See, it's like, and I had to have it, but I have it on now.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The 7 from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The 7 is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The 7 podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.